All right, hello and welcome. How is everybody doing on this fine Thursday? Personally, we've had a few thunderstorms, so hopefully that holds off because Mr. Murphy's not a huge fan. Believe it or not, a dog that is not a fan of thunderstorms. How strange, right? Also, all the love to Facebook because they've got me scrambling because they make me wait until the last minute to do what I need to do. But that's okay. That's all part of the challenge of life and going live and running a business and all that stuff. And what a coincidence. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the 5 top myths that I hear about live video for business. It's amazing the things that are out there and the reasons, excuses people use to not go live, but that's okay. We're going to go through all that tonight. So I hope that you are comfy and ready to dive in on this. If you have any questions, if you have any tips, feel free to throw them into the comments. But first, let's do the start of the show so that we can make this official. Hello and welcome. I'm just scrambling here because, like I said, Facebook is making my life a little bit more interesting than I really need it to be. But that is their right and their prerogative. So how's everybody doing? I'm just getting this last piece in place here. There we go. Okay, now we're good. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Everybody happy? Hopefully. So I'm curious, we've been talking about lots of different things this month, but there's been an underlying theme of video and live video. And are you starting to think about it? Are you already using it? Where are you with it? And have you gone live yet? Because it's something that needs to be a part of your world, especially with all of the reports that are coming out. So it's about the time of year when all the different consulting agencies start to release their, State of the Union kind of addresses, their reports, and every single one of them is like, yep, if you're not doing video, you are going to fall behind. And if you look around you, I'm sure you're seeing that yourself. So we're going to talk about 5 myths that I hear about, in particular, live streaming for businesses. Because I don't want anything holding you folks back. So let me bring up our lovely and talented slide deck. No, we don't really need me on that one. Here, let's go that way. And now we need that one. Okay, there we go. So let's talk about the myths, right? And this is the one I hear a lot from people, and it's a huge mistake. The theory that no one's going to watch, and I won't kid you, getting an audience is hard. Like that takes time, that takes effort. If the meaning behind this is that you won't instantly have 2 million followers, yes, okay, then I guess it's a half of a myth. Because who would expect that, right? Who would start something and expect, 1 million people to be involved all of a sudden? That's not how the world works. But I can tell you from personal experience that no matter, how many you start with, it will continue to grow over time because audiences want this material. Audiences respond to this material. Audiences stick around longer, particularly for live stream video. It is something that has already been proven. This is not a guess. This is not a theory. This is not just the new hot thing. This is what we're seeing, okay? Everybody who's out there doing video, doing live video, is seeing an audience grow. They are seeing repeat audience members come back. They are seeing, hang on a second. Good boy. Sorry. Doggy interruption. Almost chewing on something he shouldn't. Let me get back to the topic. People are willing to spend the time with you as long as you are being authentic and true, as long as you are being consistent. That means doing a show on a regular basis. You can go live, on the spur too, and people will show up for that also. But to build that audience, the whole key is consistency and doing it, frankly. I can guarantee you that no one will watch if you don't do it. Okay? That's a foregone conclusion. But if you do it, if you spend the time, if you give them the behind the scenes, if you give them the, hey, here's what's new, if you do question and answer sessions, even maybe work in occasional giveaways if you want to. These are all things that will build your audience over time. And then out of that, a core group of hardcore fans will emerge who will then help spread your message for you, and that's what this is all about. But even the ones who don't become hardcore, who, the hardcore, by hardcore I mean people who are there every time. Every time you go live, they're there. But then you're going to have regular, watchers who will come by as much as they possibly can. And if they can't be there live, they will come and they will watch the replay and they will share the replay. That audience is very important too. You will also find people, for your audience that never would have found you any other way. So this, to me, I still classify as a myth, because the idea, again, that you would have 1 million to start with is just silly, but it will grow over time. And the good thing is, by the time the audience starts to come, you will be ready for it, because you're going to be a little hesitant when you first start. You're going to feel a little unsure. You're going to take a little while to work out your details and your flow and get comfortable with it in a way that works for you. So that's okay too, right? So that gives you the time to work all that out, and then people will start to come in. And to be honest, people like to watch the new folks too, because they like that human reality, right? Nobody is super comfortable. Nobody's born super comfortable on camera. You're looking at the people today, you might think that's the way it is, but still, it's only because they've been exposed to it since they were kids and, babies. Anybody else, it takes a while to get used to this. But as you do, and as you realize that it is a conversation that you are having, that you are not performing, okay? This is not you, putting on a costume and learning the script and all that kind of stuff. This is you talking the way you do already today about your business. So why not, right? This is important. This is what you already do. You just don't realize it. The only difference is now you're going to be doing it live, and you're going to have material then that you can repurpose later. So there is that. Okay, this is another one. Oh, nobody's going to watch. Nobody's going to listen, because my business, my organization, what I do is just too boring. Nobody cares, okay? Whether you're an accountant or a plumber or a chef, anybody in any industry is going to think this, and in every single case they're going to be wrong. Why? Because people, okay? People love that peek behind the curtain. People love learning about things that they're not doing. They also react if they are doing it, right? So you win on both sides, okay? If it's somebody that is in your industry, or adjacent to your industry, maybe they already know a little bit about it, but they're still interested in how you do it. The people who maybe don't know anything about what you do for a living, are going to be just fascinated to see what it is and how it works and how you present it and all those kinds of good things. All of that curiosity, right? All of that wanting to know more. Call it nosy if you want. I don't care. But the point is, nothing is too boring. Absolutely nothing. Trust me. I do, in addition to doing this technology show, which a lot of people would say is boring. Okay, I don't agree. I love technology. But I know there's a lot of people who are not interested in it. Well, let me tell you, most of my followers are not technology people. They're not into it. But mainly because that's who I'm trying to serve, right? My material is targeted. Let me get into this here. My material is targeted at people who are not comfortable with technology, who don't necessarily know all the answers to it, are not reading about it every day. So that's why they come to this kind of content, because it is providing a service for them. It is providing information that they need. It is providing help that they need. So while you may think that it would be too boring for people, I can guarantee you that that's not the case. So, okay, fine. We can make a case whether or not this is, boring. However, I do another show on Tuesdays with a co-host. And that one is all about working in software development as a business analyst, okay? Let me tell you, there are fewer things in this world that are more boring for a lot of people than researching and writing business requirements. We have a steadily growing audience. It is amazing, frankly, to both of us. We figured it was always going to be a little, niche audience, because that's what the content is. But it hit the point where we expected it to hit, and it continues to grow, because it turns out, which we kind of figured, people in parallel jobs are also tuning in. So project managers, software developers, QA people, because that's what the conversation is. We are all part of the team that build these things, and we all have experiences, we all have challenges, we're all looking to do things better, newer ways. All right, let me just... yes. Try to spare you from as much of that as I can. But it is an ongoing thing. So I'm sorry, but if you think that not doing live is a possibility for you because your material is boring, I can promise you you're wrong. The only thing that you're doing is coming up with an excuse because it's really not a reason. You absolutely can be doing this stuff and getting an audience. Sorry. Oh, good. Hi, John. So Facebook comments ended up working even though they gave me a heart attack last minute. Thank you so much. Yes, it is. That's exactly it. It's all about you being you, because if you're a small business, you are the business, right? Even if you have some employees, maybe you have a couple locations or you don't. But what makes your business unique is not the industry, is not, the area you're doing it in, that kind of thing. It's you. And that's what people are going to turn into. That's what people are going to connect to. Now, does that mean every single person on the planet is going to be fascinated by what you do? No, of course not. That's not possible for anybody on the planet, right? But you will find your audience. You will find the group of people that want to be there for your show, that want to share the word, that want to watch the replays. And so this is not an excuse not to do it. This is absolutely a myth. Alrighty. It takes too much time and money. Okay. As with anything, especially when there's technology involved, but really basically anything on this planet, you can make it take as much time and as much money as you want it to. This is just how the world works again. There is also, of course, a certain cost for doing business, right? So, if you're running a business, there's time involved, there's money involved, all that kind of stuff. But it's not too much. It's what you need to run your business. And as far as live streaming goes, you can start with this, okay? If you have this, you have everything you need to go live, okay? That's all. Now, you're not going to get maybe the full package out of it, okay? Like if you go back and you watch the shows we've been doing, we've talked about repurposing, we've talked about going live to multiple platforms at the same time. You can't really do that from here, but that's okay. You can pick one platform, use your phone, and use this to go live and start to build off of that. You can always expand later, but it literally doesn't have to, okay, the platforms don't charge you to do this, so there's no cost there. You already have the device and the technology you need. Maybe you're going to want to spring for, some sort of tripod or selfie stick or something. Maybe, what is that, $20? Okay, but you don't need it. You absolutely don't need it. You can absolutely rely on God's tripod and hold it out there and say, here we go. Just make sure you hold it steady for people. It will also help you keep your shows shorter because you can't hold your arm like this for too long. Or you can, you can stack it up against books, whatever you need to do, but this is all you need. So it doesn't have to take a lot of time or money because, again, you are talking about something that you talk about every day at your business. So it's not like you need to go spend 6 months of research in order to do your show. All you need to do is think about, okay, well, what's something that I want to tell people, or what's something that a lot of people ask? Go hit your FAQ list. You have one, right? Talk about the last customer phone call. Not obviously don't mention the customer, but the last questions, the questions that they gave are the answers other people are looking for. So take this, fire up Facebook or YouTube or Periscope or wherever it is you want to go live, wherever you think your audience is or know your audience is. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Oh yeah, allergy season is for real. But this is all you need. So it's really not expensive. Now, of course, you can upscale, and we're going to talk about that later, to go to multiple platforms, all that kind of stuff. But that can become part of your long-term plan. This can become part of your today plan. Not even tomorrow, today. You could start doing this today, after the show. But you could start doing this absolutely today. You could start to live stream. Just start with that first one saying, hey, I'm going to start doing this. I want to see what it's like. I wanted to try it. Here I am. I'm looking forward to talking to you. Make your first one 5 or 10 minutes. And then from there, ideally you want to shoot for somewhere around 20 to 30 minutes. But that is what we're talking about. It's not a big deal. It doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. All right. Let's keep this show rolling. Okay, so we just did that one, yes. Okay? No one wants to listen to me. No one wants to look at me. No one wants to be a part of it. This is how I'm going to talk to the camera, right? I'm going to be paparazzi'd. I don't want that. Again, that is not your audience's problem. It's not your audience's hang up. That is you. That is the voices in your head, and that is going to be your biggest challenge, is getting the voices in your head to be quiet, or at least to tell them to take a flying leap. Because it's not about being the most beautiful person on the planet. It's not about having that killer, radio voice. It's about having a conversation with people. Does the way you look, does the way you sound stop you from talking to your customers or your vendors? Of course not, right? I mean, really, okay? Never going to be on the front cover of Sports Illustrated. Never going to happen, okay? Don't care, because I talk to people every day. I talk to people about my business. I talk to people in other people's businesses, because I have answers. I have a service that I can help them with, right? They have issues, they have challenges, or, on my day gig, they need new functionality in their software. So I go out and I interview people and I collect the requirements, and then I present those and we refine them. This is all conversations, it's all talking face to face. Sometimes it's over camera if it's remote stuff, but you're already doing this, okay? So this is another thing, okay, another myth of, oh no, I can't possibly, when the reality is we're our own worst critics and we're not serving anybody by listening to that voice, because this is not about us. This is about the people that you are talking to. This is about your customers. This is about your audience. These are your vendors. Whoever it is that you are targeting in your business, that's who this is for. That's who the live stream is for. It's not for you. It's for them. So if you stay focused on that, and if you just keep reminding yourself every time that voice comes up, you know what? We all hear that voice. It doesn't matter if you've been doing this for 2 minutes or 5 years, okay? Everybody hears that voice. So again, you're not special if you think that, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, because we all have that voice, we all have that thought. The reality is, push that aside, because just like you talk about your business today, you can talk about your business today doing it live. So again, don't let those voices win. That is not where you want to go. This is not truth. This is myth. People will listen, people will watch, if you're being consistent, if you're talking honestly and authentically, if you are answering questions for them, if you are being maybe just a tiny bit entertaining, that's a bonus. But you don't have to be. I mean, I have seen people, I go and I watch a lot of streams, right, because of what I do. I have seen people that don't have the best presence, let's say it that way, right? Okay, but you listen to them because what they're saying, they know their topic, okay? They are talking about it. They have a passion for it. That comes through, and that's what you're there for. And that's what this is all about. So this is completely a myth. Don't listen to it. Don't buy into it. It's not true. Okay, see, now here we go. John gets it. Let me come back here, right? You don't have to stream for hours at a time. Absolutely. Start at 5 or 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And I'm being careful because it does get to be addictive. He's absolutely right. John is nailing it here. This is absolutely the truth. And it does get easier the more you do this. This is the thing about it. It's hard. Pushing that go live button, the first few times is a little terrifying. I won't kid you. Every time I do it, I still have to go, okay. Okay, I gotta steel myself up for it a little bit, because it is a little intense, but it also gets under your skin, and you start to think of ideas all during the week before your weekly show, or if you can do a daily show, or however you want to do it. And it does get under your skin. And you do find that you'll run into moments in life where that bell will go off in your head going, hey, this is great, I should jump on and do a quick stream about this, or hey, this just happened, I should get on a stream about this. So that is absolutely true. And this is the other thing. Absolutely, John. It's almost like you're writing my stuff for me tonight. Then you get the question, but are you interested? Why would anybody watch boring me? And again, this is exactly what we're talking about. You're not boring when you're talking about your business, when you're talking about your passion, when you're helping your customers, your audience. You will. I guarantee you, no matter how boring you think you may be, or maybe you actually are, right? That won't matter. It won't come across when you're doing this live. So don't fall prey to these myths, because lots of people do, and it's not serving them, and it's not serving their business. All right, let's hit number 5. I, meaning you, because obviously I'm doing this now. I can't do this, right? Put my head down, I'm gonna go, all of a sudden I have this burning desire to file all of my paperwork, because I can't do this. I can't think about it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, you can. Actually, you can totally do this. If you need help, if you're not comfortable doing it by yourself, get help. Okay, get somebody in your business, get a friend, a coworker to help you out with it. If you're having trouble talking to the camera, have them stand directly behind the camera and talk to them. Seriously, because that's really what the whole trick is here, is that you're not talking to the camera, you're not talking to the internet, you're talking to one person there. Okay, and then you're gonna make eye contact with the camera, which is why you want them to stand behind the camera. But that's all you want to do. You want to focus on the one person who needs to hear your message today. And if you need help, if you need to bring a friend into this, then do that. If you need to hire somebody to help you do that, you can do that too. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But you can absolutely do this. And I say that, okay, I say that as somebody who swore up and down that they would never ever do anything on video. Absolutely never. I was always the one willing to hold the camera, you know, do lighting, whatever. I was willing to be, you know, crew. I never wanted to be talent, okay? Ever. Never. Did not want to do this. I am doing this at least twice a week, every week for, oh, what is it? It's well over a year. It might be close to 2 at this point. Wow. Because I saw the value, because I saw that it helped. It helped both businesses. I saw the return on it. I see people coming back to shows that we did a year ago, still thanking us for them, still asking questions about them. And that's what this is about, right? We put out shows that answer questions, that provide tips, that provide guidance, options, ideas. And people find that helpful. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So yeah, okay, you think you can't do this? I can guarantee you can, because I was you just a short while ago. And of course, you know, you have days where you're like, no, I can't do this, but you can, and you will. And you will see the benefit from it, but more importantly, your business will, and the people who watch will. So that's what you need to focus on, because that's really what this is about. So don't buy into this. Don't get into this, oh, I can't do this thing, because you absolutely can. There is no doubt in my mind, because I am one of you. And it's just something you have to power through. It's something you have to push, you have to do. And once you do, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember back when I said I couldn't do this. Yeah, what was I thinking? Of course I can do this. I'm doing it now. So yes, you can. You can do this. Might I even say, you might end up enjoying it. It is possible. But regardless, it is something that you need to be doing in this environment, when this is the number one way that new audiences will find you, that existing audiences will go from that passive, oh yeah, I know about this business, to becoming a fan. This is how you get your SEO boosted, because the search engines are all loving video. And it's another way for you to get that all-important word of mouth going, because you're now giving your fans, your passionate customers, something that they can share with their friends, their families, their coworkers, their, you know, like-minded businesses. And then again, you'll be drawing more audience to you. So this is absolutely something you can and need to do. And it's this far away. You literally, at the end of the show, can pick this up, open up your Facebook account, or open up your YouTube account, or if you don't have one, create it, put in a title, click a button, and say, hello world, here I am. Okay, you can go to Instagram, wherever you feel your people are, or wherever you start to feel most comfortable. It's fine to start off with someplace that you're just comfortable, and then expand as you go, or switch around as you go. But that is absolutely the case. John is on fire tonight. LOL, all it takes is one viewer. Yep, that connects with you. I like to call it the comfy sweater effect. Exactly. Yes. Well done, John. Nails it again. That's exactly it. You know, if you get out of your own head, think about what it is that you have to share, and focus on the person who you would want to hear this. That's what this is all about. Now, I've said, this is what you need. This is all you need. Okay? You can totally do this from here. You can also do it, let me bring this up. Yes. Oh, wrong one. This one. Okay? Chromebook. You can do it from a Chromebook. It's got a camera in it. You can use this. You could do this from your laptop, okay? I don't know of a laptop that doesn't come with a camera these days. And a built-in microphone. You can do it from your desktop. A lot of the desktop monitors now come with the camera. If they don't, you can go and get yourself a little Logitech little Logitech jobby here, for a few bucks, and go live from that. The thing is, this is not, when people start to talk about the expense, they're talking, oh my God, I can't spend $500,000 to do this. It doesn't cost that much. You can literally do it from what you already have, adding maybe a reasonably priced accessory. You could do it from your laptop, your desktop, your Chromebook. Or you can go ahead and, up it a little bit, depending on what your goals are. So I recommend everybody start with this. Like, your first one should be from here, right? Just to get started, because it removes all the excuses to not do the first one. Okay, and that's the key. You got to do the first one, the second one, the third one. You need to pick the day and time that you can do this, and then make yourself stick to it. Tell other people about it. They'll help you stick to it. But the other thing is that you can expand. So if you're going to use this, okay, or your laptop, or whatever device you've got, there are some limitations on it, but those are okay limitations. Like, they're not going to stop you from getting your message out there. For example, you're not going to be able to do, the overlays, so like this kind of thing. Okay, you're not going to be able to do this kind of thing from your phone, from your laptop, without some other stuff. But that's okay. You don't have to have this to start with. It does give it a slightly more professional, business, feel to it when you can do this, but it's not the end of the world. It is no excuse not to do it. You're not going to be able to go to multiple platforms at the same time. So you won't be able to do like I'm doing tonight. Right now I'm doing Periscope, Facebook, and YouTube. When you're doing it from your phone or your basic desktop setup or laptop, whatever, you're only going to be able to do it one at a time. So that's where it becomes a thing of if you do want to hit multiple, if you want to get a little bit more value out of doing that one live stream, there's a little bit of money involved, but we're still not talking about, $500,000. It's not going to cost you $500,000 to do this. You're not going to be able to do a native recording. So what I'm doing, I'm going to 3 platforms right now, okay, and it's all streaming out live, okay? But I'm also recording it to my hard drive so that I've got a clean copy that I can repurpose, which is a huge payoff for you, okay? You do this once, and you've got material then that you can cut up, rejigger together. You can do like a greatest hits thing. You could take, 2 or 3 minutes and throw them up on Instagram. You take another 5 minutes and maybe put it on your website or on another, on Pinterest or whatever. So for that initial investment of 20, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, you can get untold amount of use out of that content. It's a little bit easier to get a little higher quality if you're doing it in a setup like I have, but you don't have to. And right, John's right. It is way cheaper, okay, than making commercials, buying print materials to mail out, buying ads everywhere, okay? Not that you're going to stop doing all that kind of stuff, but you maybe can scale it back because you're going to get more benefit out of the live video. So maybe you take one of your existing piece of your marketing budget and cut it in half and maybe put that towards your live streaming. Or don't take a dime away from anything else you're doing and just pick up your phone and go. And then see how it builds, how it grows, and then see if maybe you're not getting such value from Yellow Pages, if they're still out there. Evidently on a regional basis they are, but in general they're gone. Or if you're doing commercials, right, on local TV or however you're sending them out there, you can cut that way back because you've got to get much bigger audience, a more engaged audience doing this kind of thing. But all that said, if you do want help, if you do want to go to multiple platforms, if you do need to have somebody on your side doing this, that's also possible too. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, a little secret. Okay, I'm gonna share a little secret with you because it's not quite ready for prime time, but it's really close. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready? Do you want to know a secret? Can I trust you? Are you my friends out there? Can I tell you this before it's just not quite baked yet? Yeah, I can do that. All right, so if you go to this URL, I have the placeholder information for the service I'm going to start putting out there, which is I can do the live streaming, the technical side of it for you. All you have to do is get on your phone or on your laptop or your desktop or whatever, your tablet, click a button I send you, and you will be able to go live. I'm dead serious about this. I have got this all worked out because that's how I do the other show. And I won't kid you, it was not easy to get all the pieces in place. It was very, very complicated. But now that I have that worked out, and it's rock solid. We do it, every week. My co-host has done shows from all kinds of places with, frankly, not the best bandwidth at all. Because that is the one thing that a lot of people do run into. If you're going to do it from your phone, you want to be on a Wi-Fi connection, ideally, if you're going to do anything more than a couple of minutes, because it does chew up your mobile plan. I mean, you can do it, but you're going to end up chewing up your minutes and maybe going over. So, Wi-Fi is a little bit better. But some people are not in a place where they have great internet connection, and that does impact how many places you can go live to. The good news is you don't have to worry about it anymore. As long as you can get a good enough signal up, and we work through all that together when we start to work together, as long as you can get a basic signal out to me with this one click, this one link I send you, you make use of my bandwidth, my high-end computer, my fancy software that does things like this. That lets you change to different views, all this kind of stuff, but you don't have to figure out how to do it. We talk about what you want, how you want it set up, how you want your show to go, and then I take care of that, and you just have to get there, be there on time, on your day and time, click the button, wait for me to say go, and then start talking. And we will have worked out all the other details. We'll have all of your lower thirds, your logo, any material you want to share all ready to go, and you can live stream, you can be professional, you can have somebody in your back pocket who can help you through this stuff. I can be that one person that you're talking to. If that makes it easier for you, that's great. So that is what I'm going to be announcing next week. But if you want to get in on it now, you can absolutely do that. Just go to yourtechcoach.net/one-click live streaming. I'm having to look because I'm just getting this all worked out. One-click live streaming, all one word. There's a little bit of information there, but more importantly, the reason you want to go there is because there is a form at the bottom of that page. If you fill out that form, I think the basics are like name and email address. You can give me more information if you'd like, because it'll get us rolling a little faster. But you fill that out, then you will be one of the few people who gets a very discounted deal on this. So if you want to do this, if you're curious about this, and you like a good deal, you want to go and do that in the next couple of days, because where are we at? We're at the 23rd right now. So I'm going to keep that deal going to June 1st. How's that for a nice random choice? Okay? So anybody who contacts me between today and June 1st, 2019, in case you're watching this a year later, you can submit that form to me, and then I'll have your name and email address, and then if we do end up doing business together, you will be getting a better deal than everybody else, because you were one of the people who went and checked it out earlier. All that I'm asking for that deal is that you go and check this out, and let me know what questions you have, what's not clear, anything like that, because that's what I'm looking for right now. Is I'm trying to make sure that I get the message clear, that I explain things clearly. So if you would go to this and check it out, and then get back to me and let me know. First, just go and fill out the form. That way you won't forget, and that way you'll be in on the discount. But you just go ahead and visit the site, and then if you think of anything, any questions that I could answer on that page for people, whatever, by all means, let me know, because that's why I'm offering this discount to you folks. All right? So that is the plan. That is the goal. So think about it. Obviously, you're going to hear more about it. I'm hoping next week to do the official soft launch, but I'm going to give you folks till June 1st to submit, in case you want that added extra discount. All right? One way or another, however you do it, whether you're going to do it yourself, which is great and totally doable. Okay, pick this up, go tonight, go live stream, start talking to your audience, start getting that out there, start getting yourself used to it, start making it a part of your regular process, your habits. Do it from a laptop, from a tablet, whatever works for you. If you are interested in doing this whole thing yourself, and hey, I get that, because I did, then the people I recommend you go talk to, which actually, give me 1 second, I will bring up their website. Okay, if you are interested in doing this yourself, and you absolutely can, I'm just putting the service together for the people who don't want to do it themselves. If you want to learn how to do this, I got you covered. Go talk to these people. Everything I do right is because I have taken their courses. Everything I do wrong is because I don't always listen. Because I'm human too. But if you are interested, then you go to livestreamingpros.com, okay? I don't get paid anything for this, although I hear they're putting together an affiliate program. I'm looking forward to that. But if you are looking to do this yourself on the level that you see me doing it, or even better, go talk to these folks. Take their courses. Learn from them. They will make you a really good live streamer. They have been doing this for a very long time, and they're not intimidating at all, and they totally encourage you start from here. Okay, they are not people that go, yeah, we'll teach you how to do it, just give us $500,000. That's not how they work. So if you want to do it yourself, you go check out Live Streaming Pros. If you want help doing it, if you want somebody to run the show for you while you just concentrate on providing your materials, let me know. I can do that for you. All right. I think that is, yes, we are. Exactly, Jason, right? He nails it. And that's an important thing. Yes, we all make mistakes during our live streams, just like we all make mistakes during our life. You pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, you have a little giggle, and you move on. Good to see you, Jason. Thanks for coming by. John, thank you very much for the kind comments. I can't put it up there. It feels like self-promotion. But yes, thank you. I appreciate that. That's kind of you. Yeah, it is. Right? The best way to learn, the only way to learn how to do this, frankly, is to do it. You got to jump in. You got to do it. So come, join the revolution. If you don't believe me, go look at things like, I think Hootsuite has released their social media survey results for the year. Social Media Examiner has got theirs out. There's plenty of material coming out right now that will show you the numbers, okay? Who's doing live streaming, who's doing it where, what kind of results they're getting. If you don't want to believe me, believe them. Okay, that's what they're doing for a living too. But the reality is I have seen this myself as a small business. It is frankly amazing. I mean, I knew that it was going to work on some level, but I am just blown away by how much it can work. I know people that are out there that not only do live streams, to talk about their product or to answer questions or whatever, but actually actively sell product live. And if you're interested in that, I can bring some of them in. A couple of them I'm sure would be willing to come on and talk, and we could take a peek at theirs. But you are really only limited by your imagination, and I promise you, this is all many people are using. People who are doing big numbers on the internet are using their phone. So you can do this too. You don't have to be intimidated by it. Help is available. Just reach out. But one way or another, however you choose to go about it, go do it. Your business is going to thank you for it. Okay? And so will your customers, actually. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm going to go and take the pupster out now that the storms have stopped. He needs to go out and take care of his business. Thank you. Thank you so much. As always, I hope that you will go and join the mailing list. Those folks are also going to be ones who hear early about what I'm releasing. So it's just yourtechcoach.net/mailing list. And let me bring the other thing back up. One more time, just in case you're interested, keep in mind that if you go here, you check this out, you fill out the form, and if you decide then you do want me to do the producing of your live streams for you, you will get a discount. So, hey, it's a win-win-win kind of night, and hopefully we have put some myths to bed. Hopefully your mind is starting to think of the possibilities, and all you got to do is just dive in. Okay, there's no baby stepping into this. You got to press the magic go live button and get in there and do it. Start off small and then just continue to build it, just like you did your business, right? Your business did not start where you are today, right? You had to start from the beginning and you had to work through it. It's the same thing with this. And in the end, you're going to look back in a couple of weeks, couple of months and go, wow, what was I holding back for? This was so important. Okay? What'd you say? Might want to make a link to the streaming page from the main page of your site unless I missed it. I will after I get the page ready. The page is, if you went to take a peek at it, the page is a work in progress. So I'm just telling the folks who are here about it, but I thank you for the recommendation. The reason I'm only doing it this way is because it's not ready for prime time yet. Another couple of days of me getting some pieces together, then it will be. I want to put some ways for people to just go ahead and schedule appointments to have a conversation about this. So we will get there. But for right now, the whole reason that it's just black text on a white background, no bells or whistles, is because it's not quite ready yet, but it's ready enough for the folks who like to be early to parties, right? People who like to get in and get that early discount. But thank you for the recommendation, John. It will be there eventually. It may actually replace my homepage for a while. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. I look forward to seeing you next week. I am here every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I bring topics. You are always, always welcome to bring questions about technology for your business, that type of thing. That's what I do. It's what I love. So don't be shy. Just because the question you have may not be exactly on this topic is fine. It's, like I said, I just like to have some place to get things going. So it's like a conversation to start having, and then the conversation will flow as they do. All right. Oh, no worries, John. That's fine. I'm always open to ideas and recommendations because you do get busy. You do miss things sometimes, right? But no, I appreciate that help. All right. Have a good one, everybody. I will see you next week. For those of you who are into things like Twitch, I will be on Twitch tonight around 9:30ish. I'm your tech coach over there, so if you'd like to continue this conversation or just hang out and have a good time, that's fine too. Come on over, join the party. One way or another, I hope to see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.